A lot of us as kids, especially me, when we were children, we had dreams, aspirations. We had like thoughts that we want to change the world. We want to make a better place. Or we want to be like the star that makes it. And as you grow old, start to realize how hard that dream is and how saving the world is on your mind. But right now, you're having a hard time dealing with yourself. That's why we hear all the time that quote, the one who conquers thyself conquers the world. I don't even know who said it. I don't even need to know who said it because it is so real. You can't be the shining star of the world if you yourself don't shine within. You can't, let's take it like a lot of steps down. If you're gonna go in a relationship, you can't love someone until you know how to love yourself. Because how can you ever love a human being when you don't even know how to love yourself, a human being? And you run away from all the things and problems that you have. How can you expect to help someone that you love, you care about? If you yourself neglected yourself and give loves to others all the time, that may be good, but at the end of the day, you're just losing yourself day by day because you're not giving anything to yourself. That's why when you love someone, you need to pour your own cup. You need to fill it. You need to make sure that you are first, the obligation, because everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. If you want to be great, if you want to stand for justice, you have to have justice in yourself. To all the things that you went through. If you want the world to appreciate everything, you have to appreciate who you are. If you want the world to be a world that has less hate in it, you have to eliminate the hate in yourself. Because everything starts with you and only you. You can't be dependent on things every day and say that you want to do something great, but you depend on everybody for everything that you have, for every mental thing that you have, for every physical thing that you have. You have to learn that it's your responsibility before you take on the responsibility of others or responsibility of the world. You can't lead a group if you can't make yourself a better person. Because if you can't make yourself a better person, what's the point of being a leader? How can you show others a good example? How can you be a good role model if you yourself hadn't done it to yourself? Because you have been with yourself for the longest time. That's how it works. So, in order to do that, you need to be vulnerable with everything. You need to be open to all the possibilities, even the ones that you hate, that you avoid, that when it comes up, it just ticks off in your mind and you go rant or do something or be avoidant. Because every time that problem pops up, every time something comes up and it has something to do with the things that you haven't dealt with yourself, you will learn that there is something that needs to be changed within yourself. It's not a punishment, it's far from it. I think of it as a blessing of God to give you a second chance. Like, here is what is, you know, your problem. I brought it into light. Now you have to deal with it, but not deal with it as a punishment. You have to deal with it. You have to love yourself. You have to figure it out. God gives us chances and chances every day to improve ourselves. God is always talking to us. So if you see some video like this the last time God's going to talk to you, that's stupid. God talks every day. God is talking at this moment. And whatever happens, everything in life, God is there and is communicating to us all. So if ever a problem pops up, or if ever you made something worse, or if ever all the problems come back, even though you thought you figured it out, it's God sending you a message. I want you to live a better life. But in order for you to do that, you have to be the better person. God is giving us chances every day so that we can all achieve eternal life. Our problems dictate that God is here with us. And God is not going to let things slide. Not, inst- not instantly. There are still a lot of things in this world that may seem unfair. Very, very unfair. Like war, corruption, and everything. Those are caused by people who strayed away from what life actually is and just worship the creations themselves to the point that all they think about is power. And with power comes responsibility and a large ego. And not all of us can handle that ego, so that's why there's a lot of wars. Maybe God is giving you those problems, so if you were the one to have that kind of power, would you work with your ego? Would you worship all the materialistic things and power and fame and all of that? He's teaching us that life is simple. All we have to do is love ourselves and love everyone else. And that we are all the same. All of us are equal. If you see like a spiritualistic teacher who helps a lot of people, very great, very enlightened. If you see that religious guy, all of them are the same. We're all equals. Doesn't mean they're higher than us. We are all equal. That's why I don't believe in celebrities. I don't believe in idols. Because at the end of the day, they're just people. They're just people. And I don't worship people. I connect with them. I live with them. I coexist with them. I don't worship them. I can admire them for their actions. But we are all equal. This life that we made for ourselves has been like karmic effect, cause and effect, whichever it is, of people having big egos and big powers and just worshiping the wrong things in life, which ends up having a lot of wars, a lot of petty fights, a lot of ego going around. So, with those problems, maybe God's just saying, your ego is not you. Do not feed the ego. Do not feed pride and ego to hateful things. Put it into love. 'Cause at the end of the day, if you think why we exist, it's just because we're here to spread love. We're here to spread connection. We're here to coexist and share each other's experiences to live in harmony. That's it. That's life. Is to live with love. For a life without love is a life not worth living. Good thing for us, everything is filled with love. You just have to look at it closer and closer or at a different angle. So look within the love inside yourself, and maybe you could spread love around the world. This is Chris Clean signing off. Bam, bam, bam.